Is your team winning in week 9 of the 2025 NFL season? I think I have the answer, so let's go ahead and dive on into my week 9 NFL predictions. Before we do though, real quick, let's take a look at our current standings. So after week 8, my dad is in the lead at 82-38-1. I am 2 games behind him at 80-40-1. Then comes ChatGPT at 75-45-1. My week 2 predictions is 4 games behind that, and Grok is a game behind that at 70-45-1. And real quick, before we get into these actual predictions, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments, who is your biggest upset of this week? I want to respond to every comment I get, so go ahead and keep me honest down in the comments. All right, we're going to kick things off here with Thursday Night Football between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Lamar Jackson making his big return this week. The Dolphins are an absolute train wreck. That being said, I have the Ravens. My weekly predictions as the Ravens. My dad's taking the Ravens. ChatGPT has the Ravens, and Grok has the Ravens. Up next, we got the Bears going to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals, but Joe Flacco not ruled out. He has been day-to-day, and the Bears, after coming off an embarrassing kind of 30-16 loss, the Bengals getting embarrassed by the Jets at home. I think it was at home, but either way, it's really going to be an interesting match to see who's going to come out on top. That being said, I think the Bears are going to edge out the Bengals. My weekly predictions has the Bears. My dad has the Bengals. ChatGPT has the Bears, and Grok has the Bengals as well. Moving on now to the Minnesota Vikings going to Detroit to take on the Lions. The Vikings nowhere near what we thought they would be at the start of this season. The Lions have been better, maybe not as good as we thought, but are still in the upper echelon of teams. That being said, with this game being in Detroit, I am taking the Lions. My weekly predictions took the Vikings. My dad's taking the Lions. ChatGPT is taking the Lions, and Grok is taking the Lions as well. Now we got the Carolina Panthers going to Green Bay to take on the Packers. This game, let's be real, the Panthers are putting up a fight, but they're not ready to take on the Packers just yet. I got the Packers. My week's early predictions was very optimistic and took the Panthers. My dad has the Packers, GPT has the Packers, and Grok has the Packers as well. Moving on now to the Los Angeles Chargers going to Tennessee to take on the Titans. Again, this is just like the Packers game. This is going to be probably a Chargers landslide. I don't see the Titans having much of a fight, especially with their interim coach, and just it's not a good situation in Tennessee. So that being said, I got the Chargers. My weekly predictions as the Chargers. My dad's taking the Chargers. ChatGPT has the Chargers, and Grok also has the Los Angeles Chargers. Now we got the Super Bowl 51 rematch, the Atlanta Falcons going to New England to take on the Patriots. This one is going to be a fun one. Atlanta has been a good team, but they have dropped some games to some very odd teams. Meanwhile, winning games they had no right really winning. Meanwhile, the Patriots have just been an absolutely dominant team. This could be a trap game for the Patriots, but I'm not falling for it. The Patriots are going to get a win. I'm taking the Patriots. My weekly predictions has the Falcons. My dad has the Patriots. ChatGPT has the Patriots, and Grok has the Patriots as well. Now we're moving on to the San Francisco 49ers going to New York to take on the Giants. This game, I am dubbing it the Injury Bowl. Both these teams injured like crazy, but the Niners are more well-built as opposed to the Giants to withstand injury. They've proven it. So I am taking the Niners. My weekly predictions has the Niners. My dad has the Niners. ChatGPT has the Niners, and Grok is also taking the Niners. Now we got the big one. The Pittsburgh mother-loving Steelers getting ready to take on the Indianapolis Colts in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This game is going to be a season-defining moment for the Steelers. Can they rise to the occasion and at least keep it close to give Steeler fans hope? Or will they just bend to the will of the Colts and the Colts just keep on steamrolling like they've been doing this year pretty much seamlessly? That being said, I think the Steelers have to get a get-right game. That defense is not going to keep playing like crap forever, so I am taking the Steelers. But my weekly predictions took the Colts. My dad's taking the Colts. ChatGPT is taking the Colts, but Grok is going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers, saving me from being a lone wolf. Up next, we got the Denver Broncos going to Houston to take on the Texans, and this game has trap game written all over it for me. The Broncos have been up and down. They haven't really been as consistent. They've found their stride over the last 5 quarters, but again, they've had their moments of up and down, and I'm not really sold on them for longevity, and I just feel like the Texans are just starting to get into their groove, so I am going to take the Houston Texans over the Broncos. My weekly predictions has the Broncos. My dad has the Broncos. ChatGPT has the Broncos, and Grok is taking the Broncos as well. Now we're getting ready for the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. And let's be real, the Raiders are kind of a train wreck. They're in a better situation than some of the teams at their record level, but again, they're not really doing great. They don't have much of a supporting cast. They don't really have much of a leadership situation. It's a mess going on over there in Las Vegas. So I think this is going to be a very easy Jags win. So I'm taking the Jaguars. My weekly predictions has the Jaguars. My dad has the Raiders. ChatGPT has the Jaguars, and Grok has the Jaguars as well. Do we even need to predict pick this game, it's Saints at Rams. The Saints are a disaster. You got Tyler Shook starting at quarterback for the foreseeable future for the rest of the season, is how they're viewing it. The Rams coming off a bye, being absolutely elite. I mean, there's not even a doubt about it. I got the Rams. Weekly Predictions has the Rams. My dad has the Rams. GPT has the Rams. And Grok has the Rams as well. Now we got a fun one. The Kansas City Chiefs go into Buffalo to take on the Buffalo frickin' Bills. This game is going to be a good one between these teams that are juggernauts but have been going through their own growing pains. The Chiefs having a rough start to the season, finally hitting their stride. The Bills went 4-0 and then have been 1-2 since. So this is going to be a very interesting game to see how the Bills can rebound, if they can get back on that track, and can the Chiefs continue on their steamroll of the AFC en route to an AFC playoff appearance. That being said, I am taking the Bills. My weekly predictions has the Bills. My dad has the Bills. ChatGPT has the Chiefs, and Grok is taking the Bills as well. Now we're going to Sunday Night Football, the Washington Commanders hosting the Seattle Seahawks. This game should be a fun one, but again, Seattle just really much the better team right now. Washington really seems like they're lost, kind of going around. Jaden Daniels is supposed to try to come back this week. He was back in practice this week, I saw. But Seattle, they're steamrolling. They're dominating whatever they got to do. They have control of the NFC West right now. So I do think that the Seahawks get the win. I'm taking the Seahawks. My weekly predictions has the Seahawks. My dad has the Seahawks. ChatGPT has the Seahawks. And Grok has the Seahawks as well. Moving on now to Monday Night Football. We have the Arizona Cardinals going to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. This one, yeah, Arizona, they're coming off a bye, yes, but they really have been stinking it up after the first 2 weeks. Dallas is not great, but they have an offensive prowess to them that just is hard to match. That's why they've been winning games. It's not been because of defense. If only they had a legendary pass rusher to help the middle of the field. I know where you're going to find one of those. But anyway, for this game, I got the Cowboys. My weekly predictions has the Cowboys. My dad has the Cowboys. ChatGPT has the Cowboys. And Grok has the Cowboys as well. All right, now real quick, let's go ahead and take a look at my Week 9 streaming schedule. So for those of you guys who are unaware, the day this video came out, I am on my 8th day of a marathon where I have streamed 7 of these last 8 days of some sort of game, whether it be baseball, World Series, NHL hockey, or some football. But this week, focusing on the football streams here, we have the second half of Ravens Dolphins tonight when this video goes live at around 9:30 Eastern. We have on Sunday the Indianapolis Colts going to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers at 1, with the Chiefs taking on the Bills at 4, and red zone updates from around the league covered starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, and it's going to be a good 7.5 hour stream like we like to do on Sundays. Then we're going to be live again for Sunday Night Football for the Seahawks and Commanders at 8:15 Eastern, and then on Monday we will be live for the Arizona Cardinals going to Dallas to take on the Cowboys at 8:10 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully we'll have PDF for that game. I'm trying to work it out, see if he can maybe join us that night. Well, I do think this is going to do it for me today. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget to smash like and subscribe, as I do appreciate all the support. And again, over these last streams, I mean, huge shout out to you guys. You have been very supportive of these streams. I'm working on a game day vlog right now as well for a hockey game I went to between the Pens and Blues back on Monday night. So that is another video that is in the pipeline. I know I have a long pipeline of videos. It's been a mess since the football season started. I am way behind, but anyway, I'm trying to get these videos out. But huge shout out to all you guys for the support. We have ballooned in subscribers. We are now at 277 as of recording this. So huge shout out to all you. Let's see if we can hit 280 with this video. I would greatly appreciate it if we could do that. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.